Anyway, last thing I want to talk to you guys about is like the downside of this, the stuff that you don't see. You see a lot of the good stuff, but you don't see the bad stuff. And the thing that killed me about this trial that I talked will talk a little bit. I don't. This video will probably come out. This podcast will come out before the video, but I will talk about it. And I had on this weekend. This was the weekend of the 6th through the 8th or something, 7th through the 8th. And I had a reunion with my college team planned for like 6 months. We were planning it back in like July, August, about finally, because we're all, the entire team, once you're done playing college, goes and gets jobs and goes and moves everywhere. Guys in LA, San Diego, like Portland, like Arizona, all spread out basically around kind of more of the West Coast or even the US. And we were all like, we should get a little reunion going. We haven't seen some of the guys in like 4 years. And so we wanted to finally do something, and I was so excited for it. Sorry, I just got a text from my agent, actually. He wanted to know about how it went. But anyway, so I completely forgot what I was talking about. God, I completely forgot. Hold on. Sacrifices. Oh, yeah. So all my college teammates, we're going to do this. There's like 15 guys. We're going to get a big house in San Diego. They're all going to go down there, and it was just going to be a weekend where we could hang out, talk, drink a little beer, and just catch up and just have like, it's your best friends. Finally, I was going to see them. I was so excited for that. It literally was going to be the one time pretty much of the year that I was going to have some beers let loose and just have fun and have a social interaction with people other than my only social interaction being through soccer and training. So I was so excited for that. Literally have been looking forward to that since we started planning it in July. And all of a sudden, like, it was so frustrating. I get that call from my agent, and he was like, yo, I got a trial for you. Really, seems really interested, blah, 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 blah. It's this weekend. And I'm like, I immediately, when he said it's the weekend of the 6th to the 9th, I was like, my heart just kind of like sunk into my stomach. And I don't want to say like, it's like it was bad, because I was so stoked. I mean, if I had to choose any time, 1,000 times, I would choose an invite-only combine completely over a social interaction. And that's partly to why I am here today versus not with a 9-to-5 job. But it's still, I'm a human. I like having friends. I like those kind of things. And I was a little gutted that I wasn't going to be able to attend my reunion. So I told my agent like immediately. I didn't even have to think about it. I was just like, yeah, I can be there. I can be there for sure. I can get my flight. I'll get the hotel right now, and I'll confirm that I can be there. So he's like, awesome, let's do it. And he talked to the coach. But yeah, so I had to basically go and talk to my friends and be like, I can't make it, guys. Like, it sucks. And they were all a little bit gutted as well. Like I'm usually the one, and there's a couple other guys, Armando, and we have Elliot Horde as well, who are playing pro. But we're usually the ones as playing pros that it's hard to meet up with. Everybody else has normal 9-to-5 jobs, in the week, and so weekend they can do these trips. But we purposely planned it in December, so it was in the off season of the USL, so Armando's, Elliot, and me could come back. And unfortunately, this opportunity came up. So it is hard. And what made it really hard, I think, is that last night I came into my hotel, and it was like 8 o'clock, and so I had to walk down the street, and I had dinner, and when you're on the trials, you don't know anybody, so I don't even know anybody in this entire state. So I had dinner, and I was just walking in the restaurant. It was like, hey, table for one, and you're like, okay, yeah, right this way, and then you sit and eat dinner by yourself, and it's kind of like a little sad thing, you're sitting in a state that nobody, eating dinner by yourself, and I'm looking at my texts, and all my friends are like, I'll be there in 10 minutes, I'm finally coming to the house, like all it's blowing up. So that was hard. And I mean, that's just kind of like what the behind the scenes life of a pro is like. I mean, there's a lot of dinners by yourself. There's a lot of hotels like this. And then after I had dinner by myself, I walked by myself back to the hotel room, and I watched Great British Bake Off on Netflix in my bed by myself. So, it's sacrifices. It's just all sacrifices. But it's more important for me to sacrifice that stuff, the fun stuff, in the short term for the long-term goal of continuing to play pro soccer, continuing to achieve my dreams and just keep pushing. But yeah, it's I would be lying to say if I wasn't really, really upset. You know, it's your best friends all hanging out, having fun. Was going to be my probably most fun weekend of the entire year, you know? And I should rephrase that. The only weekend pretty much where I have fun the entire year. And then it's just, you know, and that is not a unique situation for my life. I mean, I've missed out on a lot. I've missed out on a lot of opportunities socially. You know, I never got to see my brother graduate. Never got to see my sister graduate. Never got to see some really big milestones in people's lives with my family, friends, all that stuff. Never been to a music festival like Coachella. I've never been to anything. Never had a spring break, like a college spring break, you know. Never got to go through welcome week of a college because I was always in season, in my middle of my preseason of college. I think I just had my first Halloween where I dressed up and went out this year. So you make a lot of sacrifices that even like for now, like New Year's Eve this year, I'm gonna be training, I'll be working, and so I'm not gonna go out. I actually have a flight that day from Portland back to San Diego. So, and I don't want to, it's not a pity party because my life is amazing. And I sacrifice all of that for a cause, for this goal of playing professional soccer. But you know, you see so much of like, you sleep, I grind, blah, 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 like that, like, you know, motivational stuff. And although it is true, like a lot of people are partying and I'm working or I'm resting, and a lot of people are just sleeping in and I'm waking up at 5 and working out and doing all my stuff. But it doesn't make it any less hard to miss it, you know? I get FOMO. I miss out on a lot of stuff, and it's hard because I'm a very social person. I love hanging out with friends. I love going to social events. But I have to sacrifice it in order to achieve my goals of what I want to do. And I definitely do have my fun nights. You know, I have my times where I get to let loose finally, and I get to be with my friends, but they're very few and far between. I'm not living a normal 20-year-old's, or I'm not 20, I'm 26 now, but I'm not living a normal 20 to 29-year-old life. And that comes with a lot of pros, many, many, many pros, but it also comes with a lot of cons. But I wouldn't change anything.